It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Buffalo. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
They can't hang with us. Double tight, double tight.
A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They run it with Jacobs. Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field.
There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 47 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Raiders 7, Bills nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And spins away. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Five's the mic. Five's the mic. Watch the run.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Now a run with Singletary. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Allen going to give this one to Singletary, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, here's Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 5, Mike 5. All day.
And now they'll throw with Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
4 down.
They run here with Singletary. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that's what I do. Shift. Five's the mic.
Allen.
It's our time.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Catch made, it's Moreau. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Running it with Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They go with Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
At the 17-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 5.
Squeeze, double. Watch tight.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He dumps it off to Drake. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
53. It's going to be a long day.
Mariota now. It's complete to Drake. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
We're good. 29.
From the gun, it's Carr, sliding out of the pocket. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr, as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. McKenzie now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
Mike 5. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike 5, Mike 5, Mike 5. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
44 is the mic. So don't say nothing. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. Exit.
The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. Singletary loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble. On the handoff, it's Singletary. Shedding the tackle, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. No. Off. Slam.
Now a give to Breida, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 2nd and 9.
Five's the mic.
On the give, this is Singletary. Singletary, a first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Let's make these babies cry.
From the 44, Allen. He finds his man complete. It's McKenzie.
Let's go, brother. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Mike 5, let's go.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Oh, hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Now a give running left is Breida. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bills have broken the tie. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Raiders.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. Second down, Jacobs once more. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
58, 58's the mic.
On 1st down, Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Here we go.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
All day, baby. All day. All day.
Here's Jacobs, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here we go, D.
Throwing his car.
Here I come again.
And he hits Drake. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Now Carr, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the 2nd one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
24 is the mic.
So we got man.
1 final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he fires one that's intercepted.
You ain't nothing!
Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
That'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.